city's biggest attractions, Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this Raiders defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Second and 9 now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Got it. Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Back to throw. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. The Raiders at 6-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 50, trap 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, That theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Second and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Set, tempo, set. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's go now.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5. Touchdown! Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
2nd and 4. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Marcus Epps just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Come on. Hey.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last point. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 13. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That is caught, and he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Samaje Perine taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Aubrey now for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 165 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to connect with Jacobs.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A big play looming on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Palmer.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Breaks the tackle now, Allen. He's still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we get to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes